Welcome to a short video summary of the LG 65 G6. You can read the full in-depth review via the link in the description or by clicking the info button at the top right of the screen. The G6 is an Ultra HD 4K OLED TV with support for high dynamic range, Dolby Vision and passive 3D. It's LG's flagship signature model for 2016 and it retails for around £5,999. The G6 uses LG's picture-on-glass design, with the OLED panel bonded to a transparent glass backing. The TV certainly looks very striking, with an elegant design that is both minimalist and contemporary. The panel is incredibly thin all the way down, and aside from a black border and the edge of the glass, there's nothing to distract the eye from the image on the screen. The G6 includes a soundbar stand, which contains all the electronics and connections, as well as the speakers and amplification. This soundbar can be used as a stand or moved behind the panel for wall mounting using a 400 by 200 VESA bracket. The soundbar continues the same design aesthetic at the rear, and the panel connects to the soundbar using a central section at the bottom. On the left hand side of the soundbar there is an on-off switch, whilst all the connections face rearwards. On the left hand side there are the legacy connections, as well as an RS-232 serial connector and an Ethernet port, although naturally the G6 also has built-in Wi-Fi. On the right hand side there are 4 HDMI 2.0A inputs with HDCP 2.2 and ARC, as well as 3 USB ports. The G6 comes with 2 remote controls included. The first is the high-end version of the Magic Remote. It's a beautifully designed motion controller that is comfortable to hold, well laid out, and easy to use with one hand. The second remote is a stripped-down controller that includes all the buttons you'll need for day-to-day use. The G6 supports passive 3D and comes with 2 pairs of glasses included. Since this is an LG TV, it has the latest version of WebOS. It remains our favourite smart platform. With a clever app-based approach and a launcher bar, it includes all the important video streaming services and TV catch-up services, and it's well designed, responsive and intuitive to use. As always, we tested the G6 using our Klein K10A color meter, Meridio Fresco 6G pattern generator and Kalman calibration software. We tested both standard and high dynamic range performance and calibrated the TV to the industry standards. You can find our recommended picture settings in a separate video. The out-of-the-box grayscale performance was surprisingly mediocre, with a large excess of blue and a deficit of red in the second half of the scale, resulting in visible errors, although the gamma was tracking closely to our 2.4 target. The G6 includes both a 2 and a 20-point white balance control, so it was relatively easy to get a reference grayscale and gamma performance from the panel itself, aside from a minor error at 90 IRE. The out-of-the-box colour performance was clearly being affected by the grayscale, with the colours skewed towards blue. After calibrating the grayscale, things improved, but even using the colour management system, we struggled with magenta in particular, although overall this was an accurate calibrated performance. In terms of HDR, the G6 delivered a peak brightness of just under 700 nits. It tracked the PQ EOTF closely and the grayscale was good, resulting in a decent HDR performance even if the TV did clip some content. The colour gamut of the G6 was 69% of Rec 2020, but it didn't track Rec 2020 very well, nor was it much better at tracking DCI P3 within Rec 2020. In terms of its general performance, the G6 delivered some stunning images, with good screen uniformity, deep blacks, excellent video processing and decent motion handling. The impressive grayscale performance, combined with the natural colours, resulted in some lovely high-definition images. The 3D performance was absolutely reference and amongst the best we've seen. The HDR performance was also good, even if the lower peak brightness did rob the image of some of its impact. However, overall, the LG OLED 65 G6 certainly did enough to warrant an AV Forum's recommended award, but we felt it didn't deliver enough to justify its £1,000 price premium over LG's excellent 65E6. So if you're looking to buy an OLED TV, that's the one we'd get. Thanks for watching.